Hello folks, Bren from Mog here to let you know what's coming out in the month of October. Let's kick this off with some horror. Obviously, it's October, Halloween. Evil Within 2. Yes, it's so close I can feel the fear. Set in the aftermath of the first game's events, Detective Sebastian Castellanos has been fired from the police department because everyone found his story of what happened to be too hard to believe. I mean, I'm not sure what's so unbelievable about an acid trip in an asylum with large doll faces and murderous mutant freaks. Sebastian learns that his daughter, who he previously thought was dead, is actually alive but in captivity by an evil corporation known as Modius. It's up to you to sneak your way through this perilous third-person horror fest and save her. It delves deep into the mind and psychosis where Sebastian has to face his personal fears and past traumas, which happen to be quite freaky. But what else would we expect from producer Shinji Mikami? Did you know he directed the Aladdin game on the SNES and created Resident Evil? Awesome sauce. The game features 3 difficulty modes, Casual, Survival and Nightmare, although Shinji himself actually recommends Casual. So I assume they haven't decided to tone down the difficulty from the first one then. Eep. Will you be playing Evil Within 2 when it releases on October 13th? Let me know in the comments below.
Eden, my home.
Seriously, what? This is out in October? I've never even heard of this. Where did this come from? Announced back in 2015 during Gamescom, THQ Nordic and Piranha Bytes have been beavering away on this title. ELEX, we'll go with ELEX, is an upcoming sci-fi fantasy action roleplay game that features swords, magic, and laser guns. Yeah, that's right. Basically, Magalan, the planet that we're on, was once a prospering modern society when a meteor came along and sent the world into chaos. You know, like when the news says there's some rain coming and people buy all the bread and milk from every store in town. Yeah. At the centre of this fight though is the scramble for a precious resource known as Helix. This stuff arrived with the meteor and can power machines and has some magical properties too. Magical because no one's done any science on it yet, so we just resort to calling it magic. The game world of Magalan is a strange mix of medieval and futuristic locations that you can explore, fighting enemies with swords and magic, and you can fly about with a jetpack too. The game's huge open world allows you to explore freely, and you can join one of several factions that each have their own quests, where every choice you make shapes the world around you. Sounds promising, but will it deliver? I guess we can find out when it releases on October 17th for PS4, Xbox and PC. Will ELEX be on your list? What do you think of it? Let me know in the comments below. 2000 AD's Rogue Trooper. I loved reading the comics when I was growing up, and then they released a game back in 2006. It was a third-person tactical cover shooter that featured some pretty good action, and for its time was really well received, one of Rebellion Games' finer products. And now in 2017 we're seeing the release of a Redux version, brand new, all shiny graphics and refined gameplay for the current generation. It's still third-person action with an upgradable arsenal and some pretty unique weaponry. Rogue's main gun can be transformed into a variety of different weapons. You can attach a silencer to it, drop it on the ground and deploy it as a sentry turret, turn it into a sniper rifle, a shotgun, grenade launcher. It's basically a Swiss Army knife of guns, and once you've killed a bunch of enemies, Rogue can salvage materials off them to craft ammo, healing items and weapon upgrades. If you didn't get to play Rogue Trooper back in 2006, then I'd highly recommend looking into this. It's a fresh HD update and it drops on October 17th for PlayStation 4, Xbox and PC, with a release for the Nintendo Switch sometime in the near future. More details on that when we get them. Looking forward to Rogue Trooper, or are you fed up with reboots and updates? Sound off in the comment section below. Moving on to Wolfenstein 2. Yes, the first one in this series really got me salivating with its blistering gunplay and nostalgia-fueled campaign, with a heavy emphasis on strong German accents. And you even went to space! So of course the sequel is something I'm really looking forward to. You play as veteran BJ Blazkowicz. Following the first game's events, the sequel is set in a Nazi-occupied America in 1961, where BJ is busy helping to set up a second American revolution to end the Nazi regime once and for all. As well as the obvious visual improvements, the sequel boasts the ability to freely dual-wield any combination of weapons, and you can use a hatchet for more brutal takedowns. It's bound to be bigger, badder and bloodier than the first one, so will you be picking this up on October 27th? It's even out on the Nintendo Switch! I mean, BJ Blazkowicz on the bus? What more could you want? Everyone loves a good bus, BJ. Should I cut that line? I'll cut that line. Yes, that game featuring a popular ex-plumber is out on the 27th of October. It features a sentient hat companion and plays like a classic game that was once released on the N64. I can't say much more because I'll get flagged by the big N company and they'll take all my money. Also, his ship is a hat. And finally, Real Farm. Yes, you're watching this right, and apparently I'm reading this right. It's real farming, but without any of the benefits. Enjoy your time ploughing through wheat and using a variety of different farming equipment. See cows grazing gracefully in the meadows of your land. Look at a house. Drive to the shops. It's all here. You can even buy and sell cattle in a real-time economy. And if you're playing on PC, then you can enjoy all of this agricultural bliss in 4K and at 60 frames per second, because that's important and often determines whether or not millennials will buy anything these days. Real Farm drops on October 20th for PS4, Xbox and PC. Oh, and the Nintendo Switch. Really? Okay, sure, that's happening. And that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this look at what's coming up. As usual, you can find a full list of games out in October for your convenience in the description below. And of course, if you liked the video, please don't forget to subscribe for more content. Have a great October and look out for our Halloween countdown starting on the 1st. Bye for now!
Way, got to the end of the video. I know it's sad, but don't worry, there's lots more content on the channel everywhere. Click over here or just go to our channel and peruse. There's so much stuff. We put everything into neat little playlists that are all labeled with beautiful titles. Spend hours doing it, so you can find stuff.